What up?
Hey, Charles, look at this. This is CNN. They're talking about it's a shortage of nurses. Now, I don't really trust CNN and stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask you, since you're taking up nursing, is it true?
Well, I actually just did a research on this, and there are a couple of factors that could contribute to a shortage, such as a faculty shortage, the poor image, and there's a couple other things.
Poor image. You got hit on poor image. Do you mean like being a male nurse?
Yes, the stereotypes of a male nurse, like nursing is seen as primarily a feminine job, something that a woman would do, and that deteriorates a lot of males from going into this field. Like, I told my little cousin I was gonna be a nurse, and he actually laughed in my face. It was a poor image of it.
I don't necessarily say I'm agreeing with it. That's funny to hear, but that's funny, like a male nurse. You think like, oh, I'm gonna be a trainer or something like that. But so what? Back to the shortage. How can I say this? What attributes to that? Like, what's like the biggest thing about that?
I would say the faculty shortage, because it's not that we can't find people that want to become nurses, but we can't find people that are actually willing to teach it. Like, in order to be able to teach nursing, you gotta have a master's of nursing. And you can actually make more practicing with your master's than you can teaching, and that contributes to it.
Tyler, all right, I'm still lost on this. So you said you researched, but you didn't really answer my question. Like, what did you research? What did you find really?
Well, when I did the research, a couple of things that I found was that the research didn't really address the shortage from around the world. It just mainly focused in the U.S. So I have an idea what's going on around the world, but I really don't, because it's kind of hard to find research on that. And the second thing that I noticed was they didn't really talk about other ways you become certified as an RN.
What ways?
Well, an old way that they used to do was hospital diploma-based programs, where you don't have to go to a college campus. You go to a hospital and get your experience from that. It's kind of like, basically you're getting experience straight in the field, straight from the jump. You're jumping in, hands deep, hands dirty, all that. And it takes you 4 years, just like a college.
So why? I understand sometimes you have to read and study your terminology, but wouldn't it seem better to actually be in the hospital getting to see these things in action?
And
What making these sense? So why are they cutting the diploma-based program? Why are they doing that?
I really don't know why they are doing it, but when they started doing it, like, you can see that our number of RNs actually dropped and decreased.
How do you feel about it though? That's my question.
I feel like we should bring it back, because it would help raise the rate of RNs up. And it would also be cheaper, because now it's really hard to find a diploma-based program. Like, the only one I could find was all the way out in California.
Yeah.
And the thing about diploma programs is, like, okay, so you go to the hospital, you complete your program, and you could actually work for the hospital when you're done, so you automatically have a job. Like that.
So it's like an internship basically?
Something like that. In the hospital, if you sign a contract and you agree to work with them when you're done, school will be free or discounted.
Wow. It just seems like they're doing nursing students as well as their patients an injustice, honestly.
Exactly.
I mean,
Not yet.
alright, so how would a person that's not in the nursing major, how would I get involved? What would I research? What could I research?
Research on the nursing shortage?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you would want to start with a survey pool and actually find out who knows about the shortage. And I would go about it as in trying to get people more from around the world. And, not just serving nurses, but doctors, practitioners, people that actually work with nurses or volunteer nurses, and then even go out and survey everyday regular people to see how much of the general public is aware. Then you could break it down into categories such as you got the doctors, nurses, the regular people, break it down by countries, regions, states for the United States. stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, it seems important because instead of just asking nurses, I should be able to ask people that, you know, work with the nurses, like you said, doctors, surgeon generals, and whatnot, and be able to ask people like that.
So yes, everybody, because everybody might not be aware that there actually is a shortage.
It might be, and it might actually be spreading awareness, not even without even knowing it.
Rest in peace to a Baltimore legend, Lord Scooter. You will forever be booming.
You tuned into a Boomer Backers mixtape.
¿Puedes tirar a los bebés, a los jóvenes y a los sobrinos en Metro Booming?